So what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So I'm here in Studio A at the Grill Studios, and I just was thinking, I just finished one of my sessions, and I was thinking, like, as I progress in mixing and engineering, what has been one of the biggest things that has stood out to me in my process as I've leveled up. And I was like, man, I just took another leap forward in mixing as far as I'm concerned, as I compare my mixes to certain engineers that I look up to and shit, right? So I'm like, wow, okay, I'm really leveling up. And I'm like, okay, so what are the things that I've noticed? And it's really been less. I mean, it's a lot of smaller moves, being more detail oriented into like say mixing a kick, how to make the kick hit, like a massive big kick. That's what I noticed in a lot of songs. Like 112 was a band that I've been researching a lot recently. And like a lot of the songs, the vocals were big, open, the beat was thumping. And when you research that a commercial studio facility was only used by commercial artists in those days, and slowly throughout the 90s, 2000s, it kind of faded into being like, anyone could have a studio, and then the digital age or whatnot. So it's like when we try to think about all the songs we love, it's like, what are those things that help achieve those things? So of course, analog gear, like the SSL, like things like this would help, but it's not gonna be the only thing. There's a lot of techniques online. I'm not gonna just spew a whole bunch of technicalities out there, but you can find a lot of things, like I said, how to mix a massive kick drum or something, or a big snare drum, or like, you can move down the line of mixing particular elements. So then when you then mix a song through practice and time, you're like, wow, I'm ready. And then, there's many steps, or like not steps, but there's like, like the stereo bus or like busing, and there's like mastering, all these things, like making sure that your song, your mix is actually a good mix ready for mastering, and before mastering, and good recording techniques, all those things. But yeah, so that's been one of the things that's been really, because I went from recording in a home studio to then like a Newman TLM 102 to then like a Sony C800g chain with like a Neve and a distressor, like, you know what I mean? And the first mic I had was a USB blue microphone people use for podcasting quite often, but I was trying to make songs on that. Yeah, so that's been the biggest thing within my 10 years experience of engineering in music. I'm a saxophonist. Pianist is how I started, taking piano lessons, and I picked up the saxophone in middle school. But yeah, man, like I would say just research anything that comes to mind, like, when it comes to what you hear in music to further your engineering. Like if it's like, wow, that vocal has a lot of depth, then you go on Google how to add depth to vocals, or da-da-da-da. And then there'll be a lot of things in your process that you might be doing personally to fuck up certain things. So you just have to like take it a day at a time, don't stress yourself out like I did, and just go through your template if you work on a template, and just see like what are the things that you're implementing that are well, but you might not be just hitting it on the dot. So that's a short video for today. I'm in the studio, got a break right now. Just wanted to come up with a video with this lovely background, so yeah, no bullshit aside, just work at your craft, work at good EQ and compression skills, learn about saturation, learn about distortion, learn about how to incorporate these elements into your mixing. Parallel compression. There's a whole array of techniques that you can choose to use to develop your own sound. So it's Cam. I'm out of this motherfucker. I'm hungry. Gonna go get some food or something. So, all right, man. Have a good rest of your day.